Here's one for you, everybody. Think about all the major cities in the United States, right? It's the top 35, 40 cities in the United States. Think about how many people every day sit in traffic for how many hours every working day. How many tens of millions of people sit in traffic going 5 miles an hour on the government roads, wasting their lives and their productivity and their time away from their families and their time away from being productive, just sitting there. Their life is going by. That's time they're never, ever getting back.
Yeah.
Now, is there a market for transporting people in a quick, efficient way from one point to another? Would there be a market for that? Well, let's see. Maybe 100, 200 million Americans, whatever, commute every day. So I would say, yes, there is. Okay. You think the government cares that you're sitting in traffic wasting your life? Obviously they don't, because there's been traffic ever since they've built the roads. So the road interstate system came about in the 50s, right? 40s. So that's what, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, zeros. That's 7 decades of people sitting in traffic.
You know what I particularly like is on the on-ramps to freeways where they have a stoplight.
Right.
They put a stoplight on the on-ramp to a freeway.
Right.
So you've got a traffic jam backed up on the on-ramp, and you've slowed the traffic so that people can't merge with the freeway traffic at the speed necessary. They're still accelerating from the stoplight they just came onto on the on-ramp. I mean, this is the nadir of human functioning, folks.
Right. This is the tumor on the tumor on the tumor.
This is what socialized anything gets you, and socialized roads gets you, the highway to hell, basically.
Right. So again, there's a market for getting people back and forth to a place efficiently. But the people who control the means to improve that market don't give a crap about you or your complaints or your life wasting away or any of the things that you value. They don't care at all.
I'm sure they've got a complaint form you can fill out, as well as the fact that you can go to that voting booth and vote in the right guy, the right woman to change that system so that you can have it your way, right?
Yeah, and Pamela Anderson and Paris Hilton are coming over to my house tonight for dinner.
Well, that's probably a lot more possible, actually.
So again, the point is that there's such a massive waste, and the people who run, the bureaucrats, the authoritarians who are in control of this communized road system, don't care at all about its quote-unquote customers. You're paying for it whether you like it or not. And we won't even get into the moral question of whether someone who doesn't even have a car still has the money extorted to pay for the roads.
Mm-hmm.
So you can say, well, they benefit because goods and services get transported, blah, 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 blah. Fine.
Sure, there's public goods, just like education. Grown adults that don't have children pay property taxes that go to pay other kids' education. Other parents are not responsible enough to pay for them. I mean, here's the thing. People that are paying these taxes, whether they're intellectuals or part of the, quote, masses, just take it as the given. They don't question the status quo. And the whole nature of complete liberty is portraying a vision where people do question the status quo and do demand the best.
I think people feel it.
Yeah.
People feel that something is fundamentally wrong. Mm-hmm. They feel it. They watch the news and they want to throw a brick through their goddamn television because they feel that something's wrong. They know it. They can't intellectualize it. And I think that's maybe what we're helping to do is we're pointing out, we're shining the light in the rat hole and saying, see everybody, we told you the rats were here. You knew they were here because you heard them. And now we're shining a light in that rat hole and we're saying, yeah, see? This one's named Pelosi, and this one's name is Frank, and this one's name is John Kerry, and on and on and on and on and on. But they're all filthy, disgusting vermin that need to be flushed out of their holes.